local time. The United Nations reports World Economic Outlook for 2023. Here the global economy is projected to grow by only 1.9% this year. The United Nations has said the global economy is likely to slow this year due to factors such as the Russian invasion of Ukraine and global inflation. It recorded 3% in 2022 and 5.8% in 2021. In particular, this year's forecast of 1.9% is the lowest in recent years, excluding minus 3.3% in 2020 due to global financial conditions in 2007-8 and the COVID-19 global pandemic crisis. The 2023 Dabo스포럼 was held in Davos, Switzerland, under the theme of cooperation in a divided world. From January 16 to 20 local time, where world political government and business leaders share meetings, information, and discuss pending issues. The Dabo스포럼 is referred to as the World Economic Union this year, which started with the recent COVID-19 pandemic. It was successfully held in a face-to-face situation in 3 years. Heads of major countries, including the United States, China, and France, were absent from this year's Dabo스포럼. The theme of this year's event is polycrisis, an ominous academic term. The term amplified by Columbia University Professor Adam Tooth and Noriel Dr. Lubinie refers to a time when the world is not one crisis, but many shocking and dramatic economic consequences. A polycrisis is a phenomenon in which several crises come together to create a bigger crisis. Multiple crises are making it difficult to solve the problems facing countries around the world. The concept of multiple crises was first used in the 1990s by French scholar Edgar Morin. It became even more famous when former European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker mentioned it in 2016. This means that several crises are coming at once. This is a phenomenon in which crises coalesce to create a bigger crisis. The world is now facing complex crises, such as the global economic recession, the protracted Russia-Ukraine war, climate change, and the COVID-19 pandemic. During the Cold War, it was believed that the problem would be solved if one side won, and in the 1980s, it was believed that the market could effectively steer to the economy, but now the problems the world is experiencing can no longer be explained by one single cause and solution. The WEF warned in its report that an era of multiple crises could begin within the next 10 years. the Dabo스포럼 paid attention to the current crisis occurring simultaneously in the World Risk of Report 2023 announced prior to the event and said the world is facing multiple crises and multiple crises are catastrophic, such as armed conflict. It can lead to consequences, he said. In the United States, while some sectors have begun to rely on layoffs, a strong labor market and rapidly declining inflation suggests that many Americans are still wealthy and the chance of a severe and prolonged recession are diminishing. In the US, fears of an approaching recession have increased. A wave of layoffs has already sparked, and more companies are looking for ways to cut spending. But while many economists and business leaders say a full-blown recession is likely to be avoided, they concede that economic growth may be slowing or even non-existence. The data so far suggests that prolonged recession is unlikely.